Hi, I'm going to teach you today how to mobilize your ankles and strengthen them, as well as create some mobility through your back line on the leg through the hip. Okay, so I'm going to teach you this sequence. Do this every day if you have problems or restrictions through the hip and the back leg with flexibility, because this is going to help you a ton. And with strengthening the ankle, it is going to create more stability through the base of your body, being your feet. Okay, so first thing I want you to do, take a band. If you don't have one of these, come and see me because I'll get you one. Okay, you're going to loop it around your foot like so, and it's got to be around the ball of the foot, not the arch. Then you're going to wrap it one more time so that you're hooked in like a little circle there. This leg, bend it underneath so that it rests right underneath the back of the knee to support the leg. Now, we're going to mobilize the ankle and create some strengthening. Now, I've got a black band, so it's a little bit stronger. There's also a couple of less ones with tension, so you would go with one that you could start with and then work your way up to a heavier load. Okay, you're going to pull it, hold on to it like a rein, and then pull it back so that the elbows are tucked into your rib cage. You're going to allow that to pull the toe right back towards you. Now, we're going to do this in sets of 10. So we're going to point, come back, and flex. So we're using the resistance of the band to neuromuscularly activate and strengthen our systems. Okay, so there's 3, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next, we're going to go in circles. We're going to do both directions, and you want to control this. Don't let it flail around. So make sure that you're controlling, you're staying steady on the tension with the band the whole time. And we're going to go for a set of 10. I think I got one more there. Now we're going to go the other way. And the stronger the band that you can use, the more you're going to feel it because you'll fatigue. You'll feel your muscles starting to burn through the ankle. And that's a good sign. So we want to really strengthen and stabilize. Okay, so I think we're somewhere around 10. Now we're going to tighten up on the inside of the band and evert the foot. This one, nice and relaxed. Just let it hang there. It's just there so it doesn't come slipping off. Evert the foot. Now you got to think of your foot as a gate. You want to pivot it side to side. Don't let it go in a circle. It's got to go right side to side. And you want to push with the ball of your foot directly under the big toe. Swing it around and then let it come back in under control. So remember, don't let it flail. People have a tendency to do this and then push and then let it come back. Control it in both directions. You start doing stuff like this every single day, you're going to notice a huge difference in your stability, and that will affect your balance. And that'll improve your balance. Now we're going to invert the foot. So let's pull on that outside one, relax the inside band, push with the ball of your foot right under the baby toe. And again, like a gate, your ankle acts as a hinge, but control it in both directions so that we don't end up with a flick or a fling. It's about control and mastering that movement. And I think we're somewhere around 10 there. That does the ankle mobilizations. Now you're going to take your band and we're going to drop it down to your arch. So now we're going to go into a flexibility stretching sequence that you can use to help improve mobility through the hip and increase your back line lengthening. Lying down on your back with that wrapped around your foot the same way. Again, you're going to hang on to this like a set of reins, and you're going to drive your elbows to the floor. I want you to keep your knee locked out. Now don't worry about it if you can't get your foot up to, or your leg up to a 90-degree angle from the rest of your body, don't worry about it. If your flexibility is down here, we obviously need to do this, but don't worry about it because doing this will get you up here, okay? So my flexibility is pretty good, so I want that locked out knee, and what I want to do is I want to pulse under tension, gentle tension, okay? And we're going to pulse for 20. And I want that leg just coming straight towards your face, so the better you can get it closer to the face, the more you're going to create that flexibility. So just keep working it. If you don't have the flexibility like this, don't worry. Okay, so we're going to do 20 like this. I don't know what I'm at for a count, but let's say we're at 20. Now, keeping my butt planted to the floor, I want to come this way. So now I want to try and get the lateral hamstring stretching here. So I'm going to come across, keeping my shoulders pinned, my elbows are still pinned to the floor, getting tension on the band, and I'm going to pulse across the body towards my face again. So again, if you're back here, that's fine. You pulse from this position and you're going to feel that stretch on the lateral side of the hamstring and up to the glute. Okay? So we'll do our 20 count with this one. And we should be coming up somewhere around 20 here. Now we're going to go to the outside. So I want to get the medial side of the hamstring, the inside. So again, dropping that leg down, keeping the butt pinned to the floor. Now, if you don't have good flexibility and you're here or a pilot a little higher or down low but here, that's okay, keep trying. But if you have better flexibility and you still want to improve or stay mobilized, what I would recommend is you hold on to the strap with a double hand. This one comes inside and wrap it around your head and shoulders. Press that hand out, so now you got a lot of tension on that leg. And we're going to do our pulsing from here, trying to get it as close to the face as possible. All right, and we're going to do our 20 pulses here. And if this is too much, don't worry about getting it around your head. Keep your same pattern with your elbows pinned to the floor. Okay, so coming up somewhere around 20 there, we'll unwrap. Now, we're going to go with an overhand grip. So baby fingers to the ceiling on both hands, fairly close to the shoe. Keeping the knees locked out, I want you to drive your elbows to your chest to create that tension. Now you're going to bring your knee right in tight to your chest while you're getting lots of tension on that strap. Using your heel, I want you to press straight up to the ceiling. Okay, so keep that toe flexed and press straight up. Now we're only going to do 10 of these. But that knee must come in tight to the chest each time, pressing that heel up. Good. And I think that's about 10 there. We're also going to repeat the same sequence of our 3 patterns. So we now got to go to the inside. So again, starting at the chest, knee in tight. I'm going to kick my leg up over this way, keeping tension and my fists close to the chest. Overhand grip on that band. And again, we are stretching on that lateral side of the hamstring. Good, and we're doing our 10 count right here. Okay, now we're going to take it to the other side for our medial stretch of the hamstring, leading with the heel and pressing it up to center. Keeping those fists close to the rib cage, knee tight to the chest each time. Coming up on number 10, you should feel pretty limber after you do something like this. When you're first starting out though, coming out, you're going to go, oh yeah, you're going to feel that. Good stuff. Remember, just don't overstretch because we don't want you to strain your muscle or create any sort of micro tearing that you don't need to be doing in that position. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you is how to stretch the quad and the hip flexor. You're going to keep that loop down here on your foot that we just finished with. Keep it on the outside of the leg, the whole band. Now we're going to reach up, put our hand inside, and then reach behind us. I want you to saddle up to a wall so that your foot is planted on the wall. Now you're going to pull that heel to your butt as close as you can. And I want you to be able to kind of push that leg way back there. I'm going to put my other hand in the band and I'm going to stretch it straight up and lock out my arms. Pulling that knee way, way back, and I want to try and get it close to the floor. So you're going to feel a huge, huge stretch all the way up the quad, through the hip flexor, and even into the abdominals. This is a fantastic stretch. And when we're sitting at a desk all day, or driving on a vehicle, our hips are always bent, so we're always in flexion. And that causes problems in the body because it's such a sedentary position. So we want to open things back up and create mobility through the hip by lengthening it. You'll find you'll be moving a whole lot better and pain will start to go away as well. And you can hold this, you can start at 15 seconds if it's really uncomfortable for you. Work your way up, hold it up for 60 seconds, hold it for 2 minutes if you've got the ability to do that. And if you can't straighten your arms,
Don't worry about it. If this is all you can do, that's where you start, and then you keep progressing from there until you can get it here and open up those hips. Then you will do the other side, because you have two legs, so don't just work on one side. You got two. Get her down on both sides. You do that every day. I promise you, you will feel totally different in short as 4 weeks. Kim Chase, I will see you again next time.